This video is going to go over our ear model. Now, we'll briefly go over the cochlea. There's going to be a separate model that is just the cochlea and the inner ear, but these are the structures of the outer ear, the middle ear, and some of the inner ear. Again, like the other ones, there's a black plus that lets you rotate it. Yes, I learned not to use the black base for the turntable on this. You can scroll left and right. There's expand. This lets you rotate, and both of the plus signs actually ended up on the right place. So these are the hot links to give you the close-up of the cochlea. And I just want to point out the stapes is missing right there. This is the one that I brought home with me. So we have no stapes on this model. And this one actually has a stapes. This is a different model. I took the picture at a different time. So there's the stapes. So you're not going crazy to miss the stapes on that. So this is the ear model. This is the temporal bone, not on your lab exam. There's actually the carotid artery going through the carotid canal right there. That's your fun facts of the day on this model. So this is the outer ear. I believe that is a left ear. I might have just twisted my head to figure that out. And this structure right here is called the auricle. So this is the auricle. It's also called the pinna. I'm putting auricle on the lab exam. And there's a hole right here. Remember, styloid process, the mastoid process is back here. There's the external acoustic meatus right there. So this tube right here, see as a continuation of the skin, is the auditory canal. Sometimes it's called the external acoustic meatus. That's the hole. This is the auditory canal. So the outer ear is made up of the auricle, or pinna, and the external acoustic or external auditory canal. And it ends right there at the tympanic membrane. So you can sort of see the tympanic membrane right there. The tympanic membrane is the start of the middle ear. The tympanic membrane is made up, is the start, and there's a bone called the malleus attached right there. The malleus, meaning hammer, is attached to the incus, which means anvil, and then that should be attached to the stem. So here's our blown up picture. Here's the tympanic membrane. Here is the malleus in light green. It's attached to the incus in pink, and then that should be attached to the stapes. This is a separate piece of plastic. This model is a different model at a different school. I think the model's about 20 years old. It's seen its share of abuse. So, middle ear, tympanic membrane, and these three ossicles. Then we have this tube right here. I learned eustachian tube. There's how you spell eustachian tube. It's now called the auditory tube. I don't like that name. We have an auditory canal right there. You can't have something with a similar name right next to it. It's just unfair. So the middle ear, we have the tympanic membrane, malleus, incus, MIA stapes, and then we have the eustachian tube. So, we're going to rotate, rotate, rotate. Here's the inner ear. We have this snail-looking thing called the cochlea, and then we have semicircular ducts. And there's actually a structure that joins them right there called the vestibule. Now, this nerve that comes out, you learn that the cranial nerve is called the vestibular cochlear nerve. So, reason, vestibule, vestibular nerve, cochlea, cochlear nerve. They merge to form Voltron, the vestibular cochlear nerve. So, those are the inner ear structures. Again, I have this on a different video, blown up a million times. It's a lot easier to look at. So that is our ear model. Thank you. Have a good day.